Okay, so let's give this a try. Oh, it smells so good. Delicious. You know what? The extra caramel just adds a little bit more to your macaroon. Hi, my name is Anna. I've been baking for the past 20 years. I've developed a passion for baking from my Italian parents. So join me for some delicious, quick, authentic recipes. I have hundreds to choose from and to share with you. So whether you're just starting out or have an interest in baking, follow me and we'll get inspired. Hi, thanks for joining. Today we're making coconut macaroons. This is such a quick, easy, delicious recipe. You probably have all the ingredients in your pantry. So for this recipe, you'll need shredded coconut, brown sugar, butter, cream, sea salt, chocolate, and vanilla. I'll have the full recipe at the end. Okay, so we're gonna start by melting our butter with our brown sugar. I'm gonna add some salt. So once that's all melted, I'm gonna add my cream. So we're gonna let that boil for 1 minute. Beautiful. Okay. Caramel is ready. We're gonna let it cool for a few minutes and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna add a splash of vanilla to your caramel. Give that just a little quick stir. And now we're gonna mix everything together. So we're gonna add our coconut and our caramel. And we're just gonna mix it all in. Such an easy recipe. Add some more caramel. You don't want to have too much caramel, but if you find your coconut is too wet, you could always add some more coconut. That's not a problem at all. I'm gonna add a bit more. There we go. You can make these up ahead of time. They keep well in the fridge. So you could have them if you're having your guest over. You can make them a few days before or a week before, whatever you have time. There we go. I think it's all ready. So your macaroons are ready to be scooped out onto your tray. So I've got a couple of baking trays with parchment paper, and I've put a glove on because I find it a bit easier, and these coconut macaroons are a bit sticky. So what I'd like to do is just press firmly onto your scoop. I like making the larger size if I'm gonna give them out to my guests to wrap them up. It's really nice to make and put them in a nice cellophane bag. So the large ones are really nice for that. And you want to bake them till they're a bit golden brown. So we'll do the first set. I'll make these larger ones and then I'll make some small ones. Okay, our oven is ready. There we go. We're going to bake them for about 15 minutes. There we go. So we're ready for our second batch. And I'm going to use a smaller scoop. And the nice thing about the coconut macaroons, they won't grow. They're not going to grow in the ovens. So you could put them closer together. There we go. Such an easy, quick recipe. There we go. Almost there. And if you don't have an ice cream scoop or cookie scoop, you could definitely use a fork or 2 spoons, you know, whatever, you know. Because don't forget, you can make them round, you can make them any shape you like. There we go. So they're a bit smaller than the first ones. And we'll just wait for them to go in the oven. There we go. Macarons are ready. Beautiful, nice and golden. Put our second one in. Okay, macarons are ready. Beautiful, nice and golden. While our cookies are cooling, we're going to melt our chocolate on a double boiler on very low heat. Our coconut macaroons are ready. Before you drizzle them, we're going to actually dip the bottom with some chocolate. And you could dip it just right at the bottom. And it's also not only going to add to the cookie, but also make it a little bit more sturdy. So we have the smaller ones. You have to be a little bit more gentle. There we go. Perfect. So now we're going to drizzle on top. Just fold over the sides so you keep it nice and clean. And make sure your tip is very small. You want a nice delicate drizzle. Just a nice drizzle. Just brings it to the next level. And what I like to do is I'm going to drizzle it with a bit of sea salt on top. So you can use your spatula or your spoon as well. You don't have to use a piping bag. So like that. Beautiful. So again, some sea salt on top. There you go. So our coconut macaroons are ready, nice and chilled. So we can put them on a platter. They make such a beautiful presentation. Look at that. So we've got the larger ones and the smaller ones. You can mix and match them. There we go. You can arrange them any which way. There you have it. Just a beautiful presentation. So I also wanted to show you, if you wanted to have the macaroon as a dessert, definitely you can do that. You could serve it as is on a smaller plate, but also you could put some whipping cream. And what I like to do is just drizzle some more of that caramel sauce. And that'll be just as delicious. Okay, so let's give this a try. Oh, it smells so good. Delicious. You know what? The extra caramel just adds a little bit more to your macaroon. So if you enjoyed this recipe, like and subscribe. Your support is encouraging.